You do have another level. You do have a second win. There is more that you're capable of. Hope you believe that. Remember, a lot of this stuff are just our belief system. You can change your belief system. You can change what you choose to believe. So, do you believe that you have more in you to give? Do you believe that you deserve more, that there's more, that you have another level? Are you willing to raise your standards? He says this is a famous Tony Robbins quote, right? We don't get our shoulds, we get our musts. All right. We know we should go work out. You know, you should make some phone calls in the business. You know, you should save some money. You know, you should reach out to that person. Like, you know what you should do, but we don't get our shoulds. We get the things that we must have. We get our musts. I must have good health. I must be financially free. I must have good relationship. When you say that these are things that you must have, you actually get it. But we don't get the things that we casually think we should have or would be nice to have. So, where are your standards in all the areas of your life, ladies and gentlemen? We got 4 days left in the year. We're heading into a brand new year. What areas do you need to raise your standards? You had a standard for your health in 2024. It might have been here, but now you want to take your health here. So we have to raise our standards. So what are we willing to sacrifice? What changes do we have to make? What thoughts do we need to get rid of? What beliefs do we need to adapt in order to take our standard of our health from here to here? Where this year it was okay for you to eat certain things or not move your body in a certain way. But next year, your standard is different. It's not okay for you to eat certain things. It's not okay for you to not move your body on certain days. There's certain things you will not consume. We have to raise that standard for ourselves. So, what is it that we need to do in order to do that? How do we need to think about this thing? Tony Robbins talked about going from poor standards, then there's a major jump to get to good standards. It's a major jump to go from these standards that we have that are poor for our life to going to the standards that are good. And he even said, even when we get to the good standards, we get poor results, right? Like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like we're at that level. So we have to get to that next jump of that level, which is great or excellent, he calls it, right? But it's great. Anything above good, we're at great. Let's call it excellent. That's another jump. And when you are performing, when you're working, when right, you're on it, you're locked in, you're growing, you're doing all the things, and you're at this excellent level. Your standards are that of excellence. You might not feel like you're getting excellent results. You might feel like you're getting good results. But then there's a small jump. This is the key, ladies and gentlemen. There's a small jump between the excellent and the outstanding. It's not as big of a jump as it is from poor to good or from good to excellent. It's millimeters, it's inches, it's small ways that we think. It's small habits that we've created for ourselves. It's small tweaks, not big tweaks. To go from poor to good, yeah, there's going to be some major jumps. There's going to be some major changes. There's going to be some major sacrifices that you're going to have to make in order to raise your standard. But once you get excellent, once you get to that next level and you understand, man, I got a little bit more, it's just a slight tweak. It's just a millimeter, just a little bit. But that's the thing that we have to focus on in order for us to go off and design the life that we don't need a break from. In our text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, it says champions are happily dissatisfied. In order for you to want to raise your standard, in order for you to want to, right, make the sacrifices, make the shifts, you have to be happily dissatisfied. You have to be blissfully dissatisfied. There has to be a level of dissatisfaction inside of you. I know most of us want to just live in bliss and just be happy and just be comfortable and just not have any problems in the world and nothing that stretches us or grows us or causes a challenge in our life. We try to shun those things away. We just want to be comfortable and be happy and all of those things. But you need the other side of being dissatisfied. You have to know that you are living below your potential. We are all living below our potential. You have the ability to do more than what you think is possible. That next level that Tony Robbins was talking about, finding another level. You have to know that there is another level for your life. No matter what age and stage or wherever you are, there is another level to get to. The only way you really realize that and get to it is to be happily dissatisfied. Like, you know that there's a dissatisfaction that you're eager to go after. You have to feel a bit of that. Here's what it says in the text. It says average people have been labeled somewhat dissatisfied. This level of dissatisfaction probably says more about their lack of belief in themselves than it does about their feeling of contentment. If a person earns $50,000 a year and believes he has the ability to earn $60,000 per year, a low level of dissatisfaction with $50,000 likely results. On the other hand, a person earning $50,000 a year who believes he can earn $500,000 is very dissatisfied with his results. World-class performers understand the power of healthy dissatisfaction and are in a never-ending quest to raise their level of expectation and upgrade their belief. Say that again. World-class performers understand the power of healthy dissatisfaction and are in a never-ending quest to raise their level of expectation and upgrade their beliefs. While average people believe if you don't expect much, you won't be disappointed, champions believe the only way I'll be disappointed is if I don't take the risk and give it my all. This is a classic example of how directly opposite philosophies drive these two groups. The results are obvious. The middle class ends up playing it safe in order to gain comfort and security. The world class becomes the movers and shakers. A good description of the world class is happily dissatisfied. The great ones are in the habit of playing the game of life without a net, and it all begins with the pain of being dissatisfied with their current results. Raising your level of expectation and upgrading your beliefs. Right? This is how the world class builds off of this healthy dissatisfaction, is because you're constantly raising your level of expectation. If you are a level 8 out of 10, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're the greatest, you're excellent, you're outstanding, you're amazing. 1 is like you've never even started this process. You're an 8 in some area. Whatever area that is, you're an 8. There should be a dissatisfaction in you, a blissful dissatisfaction, a happy dissatisfaction that has you wanting to get to 9. I know 8 is better than all the rest. You're better than the guy that's at number 3. I get it. You're really good. And to be outstanding, it's that little extra, that little bit more, that little jump, that little tweak that says I need to get to this 9. I need to get to 10. Blissful dissatisfaction. It's that never-ending quest, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this isn't for the masses. Most people want to settle. Most people want to slow down. Most people want the concept of even retirement that has been ingrained in our brain forever is us stopping at some point. It's slowing us down. It's getting to a place where we are just settling for what we have and what the accomplishes we have done. Now we're going to settle in. Just even that programming in us has us settle. So naturally, people settle. But if you're going to be the person, if we're going to be the people that go off and design our ideal life, design a life you don't need a break from, get to a place where you have life exactly where you want it, to experience wealth, the ability to fully experience all that life has to offer. You want time freedom, financial freedom. You want all the things, great relationships, great health, great spiritual life, the ability to be fulfilled. You want all the things. Then you have to be on a never-ending quest to upgrade to upgrade your beliefs, to upgrade your expectations of your life, to upgrade what you feel like is possible for you. Every year, we get a new year. We get a new year to reprogram ourselves, to raise our level of expectation, to raise our belief system, to not settle in. This is the time we spend with ourselves, jotting down your ideas, jotting down your notes, jotting down your goals, the making yourself a vision board, getting yourself to the place where you can see what's up ahead, the future that you want. This is the time to be able to do it. This is that time to be able to reset. Let's not go into next year going in, right, not thinking about these things. If we want 2025 to look different than 2024, you want to get different results, you want to experience different things, you want to be happier, have more joy, have more peace, have more money, like you want to experience different things, it's going to start. It's going to start with us shifting how we believe, how we think about life, how we think about our life, the standards that we hold for ourselves, not for the people around us, the standards you hold for yourself. To say, if I say I'm going to do something, am I going to do it? My integrity level, the standards that we hold for ourselves is what raises our own expectation of what we believe we can do, of what we believe is possible. And the higher we go, the more we climb that mountain, that figurative mountain, to be able to get there, to design the life we don't need a break from. Everything worth it is uphill. That's a John Maxwell quote. Everything that's worth it, everything that you want to make happen, it's going to take work. It's up the hill. It's you climbing up. It's you doing the work to get up there. And if you keep this little bit of dissatisfaction, this blissful dissatisfaction inside of you for 2025, you keep a bit of, yeah, I know I'm good and I feel content and I'm grateful and I'm blessed and all those things are true. And I have this bit of dissatisfaction inside of me because I know I can have more. I know that I can get to another level. I know that I'm underperforming. I know that I'm not giving it 100%. I know that I have more left in the tank. I know I could cut down on some things. I know I could add some things. Like you have to have this going in your mind consistently if you want to get to the life you don't need a break from. We're not the people that settle, ladies and gentlemen. We're the people that continue to go after our goals and dreams. It may not be the people around you. It may not be the people in your life. It may not be the people you spend the most time with. It may not be your family. It may not be your coworkers. It may not be those people, but it is us. There are groups of people out there that we are at every day, growing and learning and becoming the highest, grandest expression of ourselves so that we can experience the life that we're praying for, that we can experience the life that we're asking for. You have to be on this journey by knowing that you have to start to believe that this stuff is possible, that you deserve it. We can't settle. Action step for today says, if you're satisfied in every area of your life, ask why. If you're satisfied in every area of your life, ask why. Are you content because you're truly content, or are you content because you don't believe you are capable of accomplishing or becoming more? Sometimes the story that we tell ourselves is just that we're content. But are we truly content, or are we content because we don't believe in ourselves? We don't believe that we're capable of doing more. We don't believe that we're capable of becoming or having more. Is that our belief system? Or do we believe that we could have more? Because if we believe it and we raise our level of expectation, you're going to get that dissatisfaction. You're going to get that dissatisfaction every day when you don't move in the direction you want to. I was just having this conversation with my wife, but remember, y'all, progress equals happiness. Progress equals happiness. It's not a destination. It's not where you're going to get to that then all of a sudden you're happy. When your relationship is in a certain place, then you're happy. When you reach a certain amount of money, then you're happy. It's not it. It's progress. If you can see that your finances are improving, if you can see that your health life is improving, if you can see that your spiritual life is improving, your mental toughness, your relationship, if you have tangible things to say, I see I'm better in this area than I was 2 years ago. I see I have more in my savings account than I had last year. If I see that happening, I'm happy. Progress is what we're looking for. So we have to be mindful of always progressing, always moving the needle forward. When you feel the anxious, depressive states, it's probably because we can't pinpoint an area that we're actually moving the needle, that we're progressing. And if you can focus on the areas that you want to progress that are moving forward, trust me, it'll take care of a lot of the emotional side, the happiness, the anxious, the depressive states. But these are the things we got to focus on. Little shifts, y'all, get us to the life that we want a lot faster. Little shifts. Success leaves clues. Do all the things that successful people have done, and you'll get their results. Real simple stuff, not always easy, y'all. Trust me, I'm on the journey with you. Not always easy, but definitely worth it. And definitely something that we can pay attention to as we wrap up the rest of this year. So let's go out this weekend. As always, do something that scares you, do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, do something that your future self will thank you for as we head into a brand new year. Let's get prepared. Let's write some things down of who we want to be and where we're going, and then let's get to work making it happen. All right. I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday for another one. Take care.